This is Ari, StariAri, and I'm here to give a reading to the Divine Masculines for the week of December 11th to the 17th of 2017. So I am using the Ascended Master card deck by Dream Virtue. So it looks like this. Highly recommend her card decks. I know there's a lot of people who don't resonate with Dream Virtue at this time, but understand that everything that she has brought forth prior to her change in direction has been very, very, very useful for all of us in our own personal spiritual journeys. So that's all I gotta say about that. Okay, so we're gonna begin. It's gonna be the 3-card spread. Okay, first card. Here's another. Ooh. Okay, nice, awesome. All right, we have the first card is Vishnu, trust. Sorry if there's a glare. I'm trying to remove it. Okay, so this is coming up for all of you guys out there, men and women alike, who have more of the masculine energy within them, which needs to be balanced out with femininity, feminine energy. So anyway, so trust. Trust in the guidance that you are receiving regarding any type of changes. Okay, when it comes to inner work, specifically, actually. When we feel at times where we've been neglecting ourselves in so many ways, neglecting our feelings and emotions towards a situation or person, we have to actually go within and resolve these issues internally. And if you feel inclined to, after you have found the root cause of these emotions within you, if you feel inclined that you need to go ahead and speak your truth towards the situation or person, then make sure you're doing it in a mindful way, in a more compassionate way. A lot of the things that we are learning throughout our lifetimes are cycles of situations and things and emotions that need to be broken, right? That need to be cycled through, acknowledged, and healed, and removed, and forgiven. Okay, when you have to do this, you have to do it within yourself. You have to go within. You have to look at the root cause of your reaction or your emotional reaction towards a situation or a person. And then you have to work through it within yourself first. When we work through things within ourselves first, we're more capable of understanding the other person's point of view, or we're more open to healing that, to solving this issue with them. Okay, and you just have to trust that this process is working. Every time that you go within yourself and you analyze things and situations and your own self and your own reactions, you have to trust that it is helping you grow, helping you be a better person, because that's what we're here for. We're here to evolve and remember who we are. Okay, we're all connected to God's source energy, therefore we are all God's source. And in God's source energy, it is limitless. So we need to make sure that we are doing the work internally. We are acknowledging the stuff that is stopping us from being our true, authentic selves, from actually realizing our potential and our power. Okay? We are co-creators of this world. Everything that you feel about yourself is being mirrored out there for you, for a lesson to be learned. And so if you think that you're always going to be broke if you think that you're always going to be struggling with finances, struggling through relationships with people, if you think that way about yourself, that you're failing and you're making mistakes a lot of the times, then it's going to mirror. It's going to mirror that through a situation or a person. It's going to mirror it as a lesson. They're going to come into your life and they're going to show you this. They're going to show it to you. They're going to say really like things that are going to trigger this response within you so that you could go ahead and go back inside of yourself and see why you're feeling this way about yourself. Because within this world, there's no such things as mistakes, guys. These are just lessons, okay? There's no such thing as failure. It's just a lesson to be learned. And if you're going about it in a different mindset, meaning that you are pushing yourself or somebody else is pushing you to learn these lessons without actually reflecting as to why they're coming up and finding the root cause of them, then you're only delaying the process of learning and you're pushing that lesson, the cycle, to continue. You have a choice of learning things in a compassionate way or not. You've always had that choice, okay? So Vishnu is here to tell you that you need to trust your processing. You need to trust that everything is being taken care of for you and for your highest good. All of the things that we see negative about ourselves that are reflecting in our outside world, like what through people or situations, you have to trust that this is a growth pattern that needs to be resolved. This is something that will help you trigger an evolution within yourself, and it'll help you evolve into the person that you really are. Okay, so what it is just removing all of the stuff that you no longer need, that you already learned from, and it's bringing in situations and people that you truly want to be a part of, that you truly want to learn from. Okay, but again, this is a choice, and it is up to you to continue on with this path or not. It's always been your choice. You have free will. It's a God-given gift of free will. Okay, so again, just trust the process. It is as it should be. All right, energy healing, Merlin. As everybody knows the story of Merlin, how he was a wizard or a whatever you want to call him, who helped King Arthur accomplish his goals in Camelot, right? Well, he could do the same for you. When you are ready to heal yourselves within, when you have done the process of removing or actually finding the root cause of things that you don't think are serving you or your highest and best, Merlin is going to come in and he's going to be able to, if you are ready, of course, teach you energy healing. Everybody has the capability to do this. We all work with energy. We are energy. We are energy. Everything about us is energy. So we have the ability to heal ourselves, okay? And with energy healing, it is about bringing in more love and light energy from God's source, utilizing the energy healing of God's source in bringing it to our vessel, into our physical, emotional, and mental bodies, so that they could be well balanced, and so that we are able to resolve issues internally in a more compassionate way, and then we're able to help other people do the same. Okay, so with healing, I'm gonna say this once because I know a lot of people have this mentality where they limit themselves. They think that for some reason they can't heal themselves, or they can't do card readings on their own, or they can't contact their own higher selves or guides on their own. When I'm going to tell you this right now, you can. You have the ability. It's just a wanting to do it. It's just actually practicing and connecting, and not putting pressure on yourself because you haven't connected, or you think you haven't because you haven't had some Hollywood minded magical, appearance of a soul, or whatever it is that you are thinking that your connection to your higher self should be. Drop that. Drop that completely. Do not put any type of like pressure on yourselves like that. It is unique to yourself and to what you are ready to confront and acknowledge within yourself. So understand that no matter how many times you do it, it'll be different all the time. And you have to be patient with yourself. Because if you put these goals like, oh, today I'm going to connect with my higher self, and my higher self is going to come in here and it's going to tell me all kinds of information that I want to know right now. If you do this to yourself, it's not going to happen. You're putting pressure, you're you're overthinking it. You have to let it flow. Let it flow like how, the riverbeds flow into the sea, and that's what you are. It's like you are a part of the ocean and you are a river. So even if you think you're separate, you're not. You're always connected to the ocean. You're always connected to that big mass of water, which is source. Okay, you are that river connected to source energy. So let it flow. Let it flow. Don't put any type of like, I guess you could say, pressure on yourself and ideals that for a fact will disappoint you eventually if you do not, or you're not able to see the signs that you want to see, or you're not able to connect the way that you want to connect. Okay, it's different for everybody. We are not all our gifts are all the same, but some of them are activated faster than the others. Okay, so I'm telling you this right now. Anybody and everybody has the same exact gifts of clear, all the clairs, but they will be activated based off of what your soul is ready to understand. And the same thing applies with energy. Everybody has the ability to work with energy. It is just up to you and how you want to work with it. And so with healing energy, so bringing your higher selves, uh, bring in any guide that works with actually facilitating the energies into your body. And this is what it is. It's not it's a facilitation. It's not an actual, when people call themselves healers, they should just say that they're actually healing facilitators, because that's what they do. They facilitate the healing, because the person it's themselves are actually doing the healing, okay, through God source. Anyway, so you're going to call in your higher self. You're going to call in any guides of love and light only who can help you with this, okay? Make sure you're shielded and cleared, of course, first. I would highly recommend a Maharic shield. And there are sources on the internet that could show you how to do this, okay? So then after you're done with your Maharic shield, you call in your higher self, your guides of love and light only, and then you ask for healing energy to be facilitated into your body directly from God's source healing energy, because that's where every energy comes from. It's from God's source, okay? It doesn't matter what you call it. It doesn't matter if you call it Reiki, you call it Kathara, whatever it is that you call it. It is the same energy. A lot of people like to categorize, because a lot of people like to think of themselves as masters of this or that, and it creates separation between this healing modality and that healing modality, okay? So let's try to stop doing that, because it's all the same. It's just a different technique that you're using, and it's just a different remembrance process that you yourself are contributing to society. And the way that you facilitate healing is not going to be the same as somebody else. But you shouldn't limit somebody either. You shouldn't tell them that they can't do healing. You should give them the tools to figure that out on their own, okay? And that's how I do it. I conduct healing facilitations, and I give you the tools on how you can do it, and you don't have to do it just like I do it. I just give you an example, and you could just run with it. You could modify it to whatever it is that works for you personally, okay? And that is my 2 cents on healing. But again, if you're ready to do this type of work and actually remove and heal yourselves of any lower vibrational energies or any type of past life hurt or trauma or present life hurt or trauma, then call in your guides, your higher self, for this to be conducted, okay? And understand that it's not gonna be all butterflies and rainbows. Healing does not comprise just, you know, niceness and, you know, beauty and love and light. No, it's deep. It's soul healing. Soul healing comprises of shadow work. Shadow work is any negativity that you have within yourself that needs to be acknowledged and removed, okay? So it does take a lot from you, okay? But if you're ready, you're ready. All right, next one is Jesus, open your heart to love. And again, doing all of this, everything flows as it should. All of these cards are getting you to what it is that you truly want in your life. And that's love, unconditional love. But we have to start within. Jesus will always teach you that unconditional love is within you already. You just need to tap into that side of yourself. And he will always teach you that you need to do the work within, okay? And he will be there to guide you if you need to ask for guidance. The one thing Jesus has taught me throughout my lifetime is that when we open ourselves to receiving love, because we give so much of it already to other people, then it balances us within. Because sometimes we have, I'll ask right here, perfect example, masculine energy. Masculine energy is about doing everything for the household, being in charge, taking charge of all projects, of all things, and implementing them and taking action. But you guys forget that you have help. You guys forget that you need help sometimes. You need somebody that will be there to lift you up when you don't feel like, you know, getting out of bed sometimes, okay? So this is what it is. It's like, for all the masculines, it's about heart center space and how to realize and how to open it so that you're able to balance your energies within, because all masculines have feminine energy within. So the masculine energy is on the right side of the body, right side energy, right? And then the feminine is on the left side. So what it is like, people think it's just like right brain, left brain, how the hemispheres look like they're separated. The actual truth of it all is that we do that to ourselves. We think this side of the body is separate from this side of the body when it's not. Okay, so what it is, the whole thing about heart center space activation and working with your heart center and working with love energy like Jesus works with, is to balance both polarities, both energies within your soul, so that you will be able to recover from anything easily. You'll be able to teach other people how to do that themselves, to teach them in a compassionate way, and to teach them that they have a choice whether to live life and learn lessons through a not so compassionate route, or live life and learn their lessons through a compassionate route. Okay, this is the purpose of this reading, is to understand that you have a choice. Everything you do is never too late to choose compassion over destruction. All right, guys, I hope you resonate with this reading. If you guys need any assistance in any way, I do have a holiday special on my website going on right now for a 30-minute reading, for any 30-minute reading for $20, and then for any 60-minute reading for $40. And the thing with me, when I do readings, I teach. I teach my methods and how I do readings, okay? And so that's me. That's me personally. I don't think anybody else does this, honestly. I think I only learned like a handful of readers do this. But understand that you could do this on your own. You could give yourself a daily reading. I wouldn't recommend daily. I wouldn't recommend weekly. But you could do this on your own. And even buying a pendulum, I recommend like wooden pendulums, only because the energy is very neutral. because they're not that as finicky as crystal pendulums. When I say this is because you have to ask the pendulum if it's gonna be able to assist you with whatever it is that you're asking assistance with. Sometimes these beautiful crystal pendulums say no. Yes, they are sentient beings. They do have their own energy field and their own consciousness. And so they'll be like, no, we're not going to work with that. So then I highly recommend the wooden one instead. All right, guys. Well, hope this helps somebody. And I am doing free readings for, like, I think I do it like twice a week now within the private group on Facebook called Starseeds of Love and Light, and I'll give all the information down below. And so if you guys are interested in that, there's a stipulation though. You have to come live with me. So if you're interested in that, it's a closed off group, private group, so nobody else could see it on your Facebook friends list. So I highly recommend if you really, really want one. I do it, I think I do like about 3 people per session. Um, it's individuals, of course, but that's enough time for them because I only have like an hour and a half to do it. So these readings could be from 15 to 30 minutes. So if you guys are interested in that, come check out my page, my Facebook private page. And again, if you're interested in learning how to, or actually getting a private card reading and learning how to do it yourself, then come check out my website is www.StariAri333healingsandreadings.com. And the "and" is actually spelled out AND, like the full thing. All right, guys, have a good week. I hope you guys trust yourselves enough to work through anything that needs to be worked through, and love yourself enough to understand that you are a higher being of love and light, and you are definitely needed here on earth. Okay? Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.